One healthy drink that can quietly help your heart, support circulation, and boost energy, and the very same drink that can do the opposite, strain your kidneys, upset digestion, and cancel its own benefits if you're over 50 and drinking it the wrong way. For years, we were told beet juice was always good for you, natural, great for blood pressure, a daily health habit. But the truth isn't that simple, and if you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, this matters even more. Because certain beet juice combinations, the most common ones, can trigger silent problems in the body. Silent but consistent. The kind you don't feel right away. No sharp pain, no clear warning, just slow changes inside your stomach, your kidneys, your circulation. And here's what most people never hear. No one explains which combinations are the problem. Not on labels, not in recipes, not even from well-meaning friends. But there is a right way to drink beet juice, one that works with your body, not against it. Gentle, effective, and especially important as we age. If beet juice is part of your routine, stay with me. This small adjustment could protect your health more than you realize. And if any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. You can comment "Me Too" below. I read every message. Now let's start with the beet juice combinations you should avoid before they quietly cause trouble. 1. Mixing beet juice with lemon. One of the most common mistakes people make is adding a large squeeze of lemon to beet juice. It sounds healthy, right? Vitamin C, a fresh taste, detox support. What could be wrong? A lot, actually. Lemon is highly acidic, and when that strong acidity mixes with the natural compounds in raw beetroot, the acidity level of the drink shifts immediately. For many older adults, especially those with gastritis, acid reflux, or a sensitive stomach, this can cause irritation within minutes. People often notice heartburn, nausea, or an unsettled stomach soon after drinking this combination without realizing that the lemon is the trigger. But an even bigger issue is what can happen to beetroot nutrition. Beets are naturally rich in plant-based iron and beneficial pigments that support healthy blood and circulation. Those nutrients are best absorbed in a stable digestive environment. When the mixture becomes too acidic, it can disrupt that balance and interfere with absorption, especially iron absorption, which removes one of the main benefits people expect from beet juice. What was supposed to support energy and oxygen delivery can turn into nothing but discomfort. Some people also feel dizzy or weak afterward. This can happen because a sudden acidic jolt may overstimulate stomach acid production, especially in older adults whose stomach lining is already thinner or more sensitive. And if you are dealing with reflux, this combination can further irritate the esophagus. Lemon is not automatically the problem. The amount is. A small splash for flavor may be fine, but large squeezes, half a lemon or the juice of a whole lemon, is where the trouble often starts. If you like a brighter taste in your beet juice, keep it moderate. Use only a few drops for freshness, not a heavy squeeze. And if your stomach is sensitive, skip the lemon entirely. Your body will thank you. 2. Mixing beet juice with honey or sugar. This is one of the most common mistakes people make, and unfortunately, it is also one of the most harmful. Many people do not enjoy the earthy taste of beetroot, so they try to fix it by adding honey, table sugar, or sweet syrups. It feels harmless. After all, honey is natural, right? But the moment you add concentrated sweeteners to beet juice, you change how the body processes it. Beets are naturally rich in nitrates that the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels, supports circulation, improves stamina, and helps regulate blood pressure. But when you combine beet juice with honey or sugar, that nitrate conversion can be disrupted. The result is that the main reason most people drink beet juice, better blood flow becomes much weaker. What you are left with is a sugary drink that raises blood glucose quickly and provides only a fraction of the cardiovascular support beets are meant to deliver. For older adults, this sugar and nitrate clash can be even more serious. Added sugars can trigger a rapid insulin surge, followed by inflammation and oxidative stress, especially in people with diabetes, prediabetes, liver problems, or metabolic syndrome. Honey, even though it is natural, can still act like a fast sugar in the bloodstream. Over time, this can speed up fat buildup in the liver, worsen insulin resistance, and cause energy crashes. And for anyone with high creatinine or kidney concerns, a heavy sugar load can force the kidneys to work harder, which is the opposite of what your body needs. The good news is that beetroot already has a mild natural sweetness when prepared correctly. Most people simply need time for their taste buds to adjust. But if you truly need to soften the flavor, choose lower impact options like green apple or cucumber. They add freshness, fiber, and hydration without interfering with nitrates or stressing blood sugar. In short, honey, sugar, and beet juice do not belong together. If you want beet juice to work like a natural health support, keep it simple and unsweetened. Your heart, liver, and energy levels will notice the difference. 3. Mixing beet juice with orange. On the surface, this combination sounds healthy. 2 vitamin-rich foods blended into one refreshing drink. But for many people, especially older adults or anyone with a sensitive digestive system, mixing beet juice with orange can backfire quickly. The problem starts with acidity. Oranges are highly acidic, and when that acid meets the natural sugars and compounds in beetroot, it can set the stage for intestinal fermentation. That means the mixture can lead to excess gas in the gut, causing bloating, cramping, and uncomfortable abdominal pressure. For people with gastritis, acid reflux, or irritable bowel syndrome, the reaction can feel almost immediate. But digestion is not the only concern. Oranges contain high amounts of vitamin C, and while vitamin C is essential, too much of it in a single drink can interfere with nitrate absorption, the very compounds in beetroot that support circulation and help lower blood pressure. When vitamin C dominates the blend, nitrates may convert less efficiently into nitric oxide, which can greatly reduce the cardiovascular benefits of beet juice. You think you are helping your heart, but the combination can quietly weaken the effect. This mix can also place extra strain on an older digestive system. The natural sugars in both beets and oranges digest quickly when they are juiced, especially without their original fiber. They can enter the bloodstream fast, which may raise blood glucose more suddenly than people expect, especially in older adults, people with prediabetes, or anyone with unstable blood pressure. If you enjoy citrus, it is usually safer to drink beet juice and orange juice at different times of the day, giving your stomach and circulatory system time to process each one properly. Beet juice often works best on a relatively empty stomach, while orange juice is usually better earlier in the day with food to reduce its acidic impact. So while the bright color and taste may look appealing, beet juice mixed with orange is one combination that can do more harm than good, especially when digestion, steady energy, and heart health matter most. 4. Mixing beet juice with vinegar. This may seem like a harmless combination. Vinegar shows up in detox drinks, homemade tonics, and all kinds of health trends. But when it comes to beet juice pairing it with vinegar is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Beetroot is naturally rich in nitrates compounds. The body converts into nitric oxide to help widen blood vessels, improve circulation, and support healthy blood pressure. Vinegar, however, is highly acidic, and that acidity can break down a significant portion of those nitrates before your body even has a chance to use them. In other words, you lose the main benefit that makes beet juice so valuable. But the problem is not just nutrient loss. The acetic acid in vinegar can irritate the stomach lining when combined with raw beet juice, especially for people who already deal with acid reflux gastritis or a sensitive digestive system. Many older adults describe a burning sensation, nausea, or a heavy feeling in the stomach shortly after drinking this mixture. And because both beetroot and vinegar can affect blood pressure, beets by lowering it through nitric oxide support vinegar. By influencing sodium and potassium balance, the combination can lead to unexpected drops in blood pressure, dizziness, or weakness, especially in people who already tend to run low. If you are trying to detox, adding vinegar may seem like the right move, but the reality can be the opposite. Instead of making the liver work more efficiently, extra acidity can force the body to work harder to restore balance. That can mean more metabolic stress, not less. For people with kidney concerns, the added acid load can be even more challenging because the kidneys may have to work harder to neutralize and manage that acidity. The best approach is simple. Keep beet juice plain. If you want a lighter and more refreshing taste, use water cucumber or a lower acid fruit like green apple. Vinegar can have its place, but not in beet juice. Use it in salad dressings or cooking and keep it out of your beet juice if you want to protect your stomach, your blood pressure, and the nutrients that make beetroot so beneficial. 5. Mixing beet juice with milk or other dairy products. Some people blend beet juice with milk to make it creamier, but this is one of the worst combinations you can make. On the surface, it may seem harmless. Beets for nutrients and milk for protein. But inside the body, this mix can trigger reactions that lead to digestive discomfort, reduced nutrient absorption, and inflammation. The problem often starts with the way acids and proteins interact. Beetroot is naturally acidic, and when beet juice meets the proteins in milk, especially casein, those proteins can curdle too quickly. This does not happen slowly like cultured dairy. It can happen suddenly in the stomach. The result can be heavy digestion, fermentation, and symptoms like bloating, gas reflux, and a heavy rock-like feeling that can last for hours. Milk also needs a specific digestive environment, while beetroot tends to stimulate stomach acid and bile flow. When those processes clash, the body may struggle to break down both properly. That can mean less calcium absorption from the milk and fewer usable nutrients from the beetroot, the opposite of what most people want when they try to make a healthy drink. For people with lactose intolerance or slower digestion, which becomes more common after age 50, this combination can lead to nausea, cramping, or a fast flare of acidity. This pairing can also place extra strain on the digestive and metabolic system. Beet juice supports circulation through nitric oxide activity, while dairy can slow digestion and make stomach contents heavier. Taken together, the body may have to work harder to process both at once, which can increase discomfort and inflammatory stress, especially in people with fatty liver, sluggish digestion, or a history of reflux. If you want a creamier beet drink, there are safer options. Coconut water adds hydration and supports electrolytes while blending smoothly with beetroot without the same digestive conflict. Cucumber can also make the drink feel smoother and fresher while supporting hydration and gentle digestion. Dairy can still have a place in your diet, just not mixed into beet juice. Keep them separate and your stomach, liver and energy levels will feel the difference. 6. Mixing beet juice with spinach. On their own, beets and spinach are nutritional powerhouses, but when you combine them in the same juice, especially in a concentrated raw form, you can create a biochemical burden that the kidneys and bones do not handle well. Both beets and spinach are very high in oxalates, natural plant compounds that bind to minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron. When oxalates are consumed in large amounts or doubled up in the same drink, they can overwhelm the body's ability to process and eliminate them. The biggest concern is kidney stones. Oxalates from both foods can bind with calcium in the kidneys and form calcium oxalate crystals, the most common and often most painful type of kidney stone. For people with a history of kidney stones, reduced kidney function, mild dehydration, or low magnesium intake, this combination can push the body into a high oxalate load more easily. You may not feel it right away, but crystals can build up over time, increasing risk week after week. Another hidden issue is mineral blocking. Oxalates can latch onto key nutrients, especially calcium and iron, making them harder to absorb. So while many people mix beets and spinach thinking they are boosting nutrition, the result can be the opposite. You may absorb less, and the digestive system may have to work harder to handle what the body cannot use. Over time, this can contribute to weaker bones, worsen anemia, or add to fatigue and muscle weakness. People with digestive issues, such as irritable bowel syndrome, gastritis, or low stomach acid, can be more sensitive. High oxalate juices can move through the digestive tract, quickly irritate the intestines, and cause bloating, cramping, loose stools, or an urgent need to use the bathroom. Older adults are also at higher risk because the ability to clear crystal-forming compounds can decline with age. This does not mean spinach is bad or that beetroot should be avoided. It simply means they should not be juiced together, especially in large amounts. If you want to add leafy greens to beet juice, choose lower oxalate options, such as kale, mint celery leaves, or romaine lettuce. If you enjoy spinach, have it cooked or eat it separately at a different time of day, instead of blending it raw with beets. Your kidneys work hard every minute. This is one combination they do not need to fight. 7. Mixing beet juice with carrots. Beets and carrots seem like the perfect pair. Two bright, nutrient-rich root vegetables, often combined in juices, smoothies, and detox blends. On their own, each one can be very healthy, but when they are juiced together in a concentrated form, especially raw, they can create a quiet overload that your kidneys, liver, and blood sugar may not handle well. Both beets and carrots are high oxalate root vegetables. When eaten separately in moderate portions, oxalates are manageable for most people, but when you combine both into one strong juice, the oxalate concentration rises sharply. This can increase the risk of calcium oxalate kidney stones, especially in older adults, people with diabetes, people who are dehydrated, and anyone with even mild kidney impairment. Oxalates from both roots can bind tightly with calcium, forming crystals that may build up over time until they contribute to pain, inflammation, or urinary problems. The second issue is blood sugar load. Both beets and carrots contain natural sugars. When you juice them, you remove the fiber that normally slows absorption, so those sugars can enter the bloodstream quickly. For people with insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, fatty liver, or a slower metabolism. This combination can cause noticeable blood sugar spikes, followed by fatigue cravings and higher inflammatory stress. Over time, these swings can make blood sugar harder to manage and may worsen metabolic problems. Some people also notice digestive discomfort after drinking this mix. Without fiber to slow digestion and support the gut, the juice can ferment more easily, leading to gas, bloating, and a heavy feeling in the stomach. Older adults with slower digestion or low stomach acid can be especially sensitive. The issue is not the vegetables, it is the concentrated combination. Each root can be healthy when eaten whole, cooked, or enjoyed separately on different days. But regularly juicing them together packs too much sugar, too many oxalates, and too little fiber into one drink. A safer approach is simple. If you drink beet juice today, skip the carrot. If you want carrot juice, have it on its own or blend it with lower oxalate, lower sugar options like cucumber celery or a small piece of green apple. That way you support your kidneys, protect blood sugar, and still get the benefits of both roots, just not in the same glass. How to drink beet juice the right way. Now that you know which combinations can quietly reduce beetroot benefits, let us shift to what actually works. Beet juice can be one of the most powerful natural supports for circulation, energy, liver function, and healthy blood pressure, but only when you drink it correctly. Most people make two mistakes. They drink too much and they mix it with the wrong ingredients. Your body does not need an extreme detox drink. It needs the right amount at the right time, prepared the right way. Number 1, respect the dose. 1 medium beet per day is enough. Beets are rich in natural nitrates that convert into nitric oxide, which improves blood flow and helps lower blood pressure. But too much nitrate or too many oxalates can overload the kidneys and may cause dizziness or stomach discomfort. 1 medium beet, or about 100 to 120 milliliters of fresh juice, is an ideal daily amount. It is enough to support energy and circulation without stressing your system. Number 2, drink it plain. No sugar and no sweeteners. Beet juice works best when it is clean. Adding refined sugar, honey, or other sweeteners can raise blood glucose and weaken the nitric oxide effect. Your body absorbs nutrients more efficiently when the flavor stays natural. If the earthy taste feels too strong, blend it with cucumber celery or a small piece of green apple, gentle options that support digestion without reducing the benefits. Number 3. Drink it on a light, empty stomach. The best time is first thing in the morning or about 30 minutes before lunch. When your stomach is not heavy, nitric oxide conversion is stronger, digestion is smoother, and the energizing effects are more noticeable. Avoid drinking beet juice right after a heavy meal. Slow digestion can delay how quickly the nutrients activate. Number 4, fresh is best. Do not store it for long. Beet nutrients begin oxidizing quickly. Stored juice loses strength and may start fermenting, especially after 12 to 24 hours. Freshly extracted beet juice delivers a stronger nitric oxide boost, more liver-supporting betaine, and a fuller antioxidant effect. For the best results, drink it within 10 to 15 minutes of making it. Number 5, sip slowly, do not gulp. Beet juice is not meant to be taken like a quick shot. It is a functional tonic. Sipping slowly helps your digestive system process nitrate steadily without overwhelming your stomach or bloodstream. Older adults often notice a smoother blood pressure response when they drink beet juice gradually. Number 6, rotate it. Do not drink the same blend every day. Your kidneys, liver, and gut benefit from variety. Rotate beet juice with lower oxalate options like celery, cucumber, or leafy greens. This helps protect mineral balance and reduces long-term oxalate buildup. When consumed the right way, plain, moderate, fresh, and at the right time, beet juice can become a powerful daily habit that supports the heart-brain energy and natural detox systems without the risks of overload or nutrient interference. Conclusion: beet juice can be one of the most impactful health habits you add to your day. It can support circulation, help the liver improve energy, and help the heart work more efficiently. But as you have seen today, how you drink, it matters just as much as drinking it at all. The wrong combinations can cause fermentation, irritate the stomach, reduce nutrient absorption, and even increase the risk of kidney stones. The right method turns a simple route into a powerful natural support. So the next time you prepare beet juice, remember to keep it plain, keep it fresh, and keep it simple. 1 medium beet, the right timing, and no harmful mix-ins. Let this drink nourish you the way nature intended. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. And don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Senior Meal Coach for more science-backed tips to stay strong and independent after 60. Remember, this aging doesn't have to mean getting weaker. With the right daily habits, you can wake up every morning feeling stronger. The choice is yours. Have a blessed day, and as always, breathe easy, my friend.